Welcome back to this 369 level 1 price projection C54 tool set. Now this tool is designed for projecting the market maker levels before they arrive, where they will show up. This is the primary tool you can use. There are some simple rules, and this is a 3-click hotspot tool when you drop it on the system. So here we have hotspot 1. So first of all, we have to look at the trend lines, right? And these trend lines we are projecting. So there we need to see, okay, what trend line is a valid trend line. So this is one top, two top, this one broke. So what we are saying is this trend line has been broken, but we want to project it from the low between these starting point and the break point. And that is all you need to know as far as trend line is concerned. We also have multi-trend line tools, which we will discuss later. So what is going on here? We have the projections, and we were saying if this line is broken, and this is broken from this deriving pivot, right? This is the pivot. So what is a pivot? And the market is going down, the strong red bar right here, red bar is the pivot. Even though this has a tail, this is the pivot. So you can adjust and try with this options, but in reality the high pivot should be green bar, the low pivot should be the red bar. So you can see I just took this line, so it projected the tool and say I want to project it from here. There's no such rule that it has to be between the 2 clicks. No, the line and any pivot you can see from here, right? A strong pivot. So you'd like to see where market makers will come. That is the story, and this can be applied on any time frame. 1 minute, when you're doing pullbacks, you can do pullbacks, because everything is happening, which I will probably show you as well when we go to the execution chart. So this is still 1 hour chart. You're building a story where the big players are going to come. So with this simple DNA, we are looking at where market is going, and there it is. So it plots the zone. So for market makers, these are not a specific I would say a single point. They want to go there, and this is where you're getting the rejections. This is all. Now you can see how accurate every tool we have been describing is, because they are in tune with the natural laws. All right, so this is the zone where they will come and reflect. So 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. So this is again 822, where people were asking about this, what's going on. So this is all there is on this tool set. And as I said, we don't have to do this on just 1 hour chart, because if let's assume a story and scenario where we have earnings coming, right? Let's say you follow 10 stocks or 20 stocks, and okay, 20 stocks times 4 earnings, they have to be good volatile stocks, right? All right, so you want to see where they're coming, where they're going, right? So this is where you can put it on daily charts. You can put on 4 hour chart. You can, when before the news is released, you can put on 15-minute 1 hour chart. So there you will see, if you do it on both sides, it will hit when the news comes after the close. The robots take over. It will just go swing up and down and up and down. They will hit these level precisely. It's unbelievable. So you should be already pre-planned. The tactical trading is different, where you, okay, let's say you already hedged on one side, or let's say you already took on a bias on one side, right? And let's say this is Tesla earning coming, or some news is coming, and you took this position already, you went there, Remember, the VIX, the volatility, the pricing options will be almost 2x or maybe 2.5x than normal price. So what you can do, you can go multi-month outside of the current, or you can do vertical spreads. So let's say you do vertical spreads, or let's say you took some 3 months out where the volatility goes back down to normal and the market maker move is giving some ranges as well. So what we do is, before the news comes in, we will just draw this and we'll say, okay, at the bottom side it'll hit here, on the top side you hit here, and you have stocks ready to buy and sell if you have something against it to hedge. So if you have long calls, you can hedge by shorting it, so you lock in your profit. And it's all happening after market close. If it went to the downside and you took the put side, right, so what you do, you buy the stocks, you're hedged, locked in your profits. So this is a very strong market maker tool, works on every time frame. Now let's take a second scenario where the market is moving up. All right, so you know market is going down. Market is going down on this day. How can I add or enter? So you will not be doing this on 60-minute chart. You will be doing it on a lower time frame chart. When these pullbacks are happening on 5-minute chart, even 1-minute chart, they will be, if I use the same tool, they will be happening at these levels, which is again say 54. So let's try that on a smaller time frame. Alright, so what I did here, just to save time, yes, 5-minute chart, and this is day 22nd. This doesn't require any squaring because we're doing some measurements here, right? So this is trend line. So what is a trend line? Again, you should use all your creative ideas of trend lines. So if you have 1 point, 2 point, we just, now you don't have that information at this point unless you're in the program where we talk about who is in control, right? So there's a controlling bar sitting here, and we are interested in saying, okay, this, first of all, let me do it this way, where the low is coming. On a 5-minute chart, we go here, low came here 2 o'clock, right? So this is the zone. We talk about the zones, and this is the frequency of 4, 5, and 6. Now this is coming from converting the circles, squares, and doing the ratios by using the Gann angles on these, but doing it very differently. And you'll be surprised what banks do once you are exposed to this information, and this formula is exposed in level 1 coaching, which is on first day, where we talk about, or second day when we talk about who's in control, the banking bars, the DNA bars, the quarter bars, and this is the market maker target. So these formulas are given because that is the raw understanding of the nature of the banks and the market makers. And so when you see a big bar like this, right, and this trend line is there with 2 bars. The trend line doesn't have to be a pivot based, it can be 2 bar based, right? So you can also use this one. So the main thing is that, you know, this point has to be inside these 2 lines. That's all there is, right? So I got 1 point here, 1 point here. There are going to be so many pivots here, and this is obvious pivot. We're going to take the top from here. Top is a red bar, that's why you see in the red bar. So 1, 2 is the trend line, 3rd is the pivot, and it goes right here, and from there market took off. So this law works on amazing things. So this is what we call as the, now let me do it, let's see if we can catch this one, right? So this needs a little practice. You know what trend line says. Why am I joining this? Remember, this pivot structure was broken by this seller. Okay, the top here, and then this is coming a very sharp trend line. So we talk when we teach about there are 3 kinds of trend lines, and we expose that, and then we have the last. So this, I am trying to join as many things I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about this, what the way you have been taught. Don't worry about those things, right? So this is a very strong, so this is one of the third trend line, which is a very sharp angular trend line. There are three kinds of trend lines. So if I draw another kind of trend line, it will predict here as well. All right, so yes, it is giving us the information that, hey, this trend line, when it is projected from here, is broken, it's going to come to this market maker level, and it does. And we also have the seller bar here, and this is a very strong seller bar for the reason it has very low wicks, as I've been discussing, but we are using Heikin-Ashi for that, but you can see it here, right? So it was retested, but the power came from this market makers. So these are block ranges. This is not to the tick accuracy. We don't deal with the to the tick phenomena. We deal with where the inventory will be collected, destroyed. They have to collect enough inventory before they go to the next site, right? But market is, you have to be a little bit trader also, right? This is a sideways action going on, retesting, right? So they're holding this. So this guy who broke this sideways action, this is a very interesting area, will be retested. All right, so I think oops, sorry. All right, let me off. Okay, so there it is. So that so you can have all sides. So this is 5 minutes, you can do 1 minute also, very fast. Since you are going to be given the formulas, you can set this up on even trade station if it's much faster, if that's what you want, where if you're trading the stocks there or doing some analysis there, right? Same thing. All right, so that is your C54, and it, as I explained, works on all time frames. If you look at 369 forecast channel, where we predict stocks and Teslas, this is one of the tools we always use, because we need to know where the market makers are bound to obey the laws of reflection. So that is it. Thank you so much.